Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. My name is Laura at Girl Going Global and these are my travel tips. So today I'm talking about the best places to go this summer in the UK. It's exciting, it's Friday today, the sun is out, I'm feeling very summery. We don't know if we're allowed abroad, we don't really know the situation. I've had my vaccine, which I feel really lucky to have had. So I do really want to go abroad, but I know that I'll be spending a lot of time here in the UK and hoping to book lots of staycations. This is this summer, this is the year that we're going to embrace our own country and have the best time here. So, where to go in summer in the UK? Place number one. Okay, I had to start with this place because it's the most obvious. I live here. London. If you can't come on holiday this summer to visit your capital city, when can you? So there's obviously so much to do in London. So one of my favourite bits about London is the River Thames. Probably every single day walk along the River Thames on the Thames Path, and you can walk along it pretty much anywhere in London. You've also got a lot of boats. I'm definitely going to be using that means of transport this summer. Boat trips, boat days out. So there's obviously all the parks. Richmond Park is one of my favourites, Battersea Park, Hyde Park, Bishop's Park, Wandsworth Common, Regent's Park, although I don't think I've ever been to Regent's Park, but loads of different parks so you can have loads of picnics. Also, like just walking around London, I absolutely love. Like around every corner there's a gorgeous cafe that you can pick up a coffee from. Just really like boutique-y, independent places. And the food, the drink, there's everything. But you can just go on a walk for the day and see Buckingham Palace, Hyde Park, Kensington Palace, the London Eye, the River Thames, go through Covent Garden. You could literally get all of your steps up, seeing the most beautiful places and not really have to book anything. Which does remind me, I have got a video of top 10 things to do in London for free. London, you've got to explore your capital city. Number 2 on where to go in the UK this summer. Rye, R-Y-E. So I'd never been to Rye, but it had been on my list for such a long time. And we just managed to fit a trip into Rye the back end of last year. I think it was like late November, early December, and we were still allowed to go to hotels or Airbnbs with who we live with. So it was just Will, me and Tids. We had a great time in Rye. We stayed in a little shepherd's hut, which I will link down below. I've also got a couple of vlogs I did when we were in Rye, so I will enter them here and I will also link them down below. When we went there, we were like, oh, wouldn't this be like an amazing place to come to in summer, because the town is idyllic, cobbled street, just a gorgeous little English town, so many pubs and cafes and shops, independent places, just beautiful. But then you're also in the countryside, like right next to the countryside. You can go on long summer walks, summer picnics, and you're next to Camber Sands, which is a massive beach right next to Rye. I think it's like 5-10 minutes drive maybe from Rye. But when we went, we obviously were still there in winter, but there was horses galloping down the beach. It was massive. The sand dunes are also amazing. And we thought, oh, if we could come here in summer, get a bottle of champagne, have a little picnic up here, it would just be beautiful. So definitely recommend Rye on your list of staycations for this summer. Number 3 is wonderful Wales. I'm lucky enough to have had quite a few experiences of Wales. When I was younger, we did D&V quite a few times in the Brecon Beacons. I've climbed Snowdon a few times and it is beautiful. Honestly, Will had never been before, and then he went with my family once and he was like, wow, how is this in the UK? Like, how have I not been here before? This is incredible. We went whitewater rafting, obviously climbed mountains, Brecon Beacons. There's quite a few different mountains you can climb. You can do like 4 in a day because they're not quite as big as Snowdon. Snowdon's obviously in Snowdonia, so you've got to go and do that as well. Tick off the highest mountain in Wales. Just if you want like an outdoorsy holiday, camping, glamping, countryside, mountains, rivers, action-packed holiday. There's also like a zip wire, I think, as well in Wales, which is like the biggest in the UK. So definitely do a little tour around Wales and see the most beautiful sights. So we've done city in London, we've done town and coast in Rye, We've done countryside and mountains in Wales. So let's go back to the city again, but this time we're heading up north. Number 4 on my top places for this summer's staycation is York. My sister went to uni in York, so I visited her a few times when she was there, and it's like Harry Potter city. Cobble streets again, old worldy England, just exactly what people would probably picture England to be like. So you'll definitely find good pubs, good cafes, shops, and then also you've got the Yorkshire Dales, so you can enjoy some beautiful walking in the countryside as well. Okay, so I've just researched the Yorkshire Dales, like how far they're away from York. It's like 40 minutes from what I can see, but I haven't really researched in depth because I just got completely distracted from Aysgarth Falls or Aysgarth Falls, Yorkshire's most visited waterfalls. Wow, and famed for its role in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. So they're found halfway along the famous Wensleydale Valley, 3 miles from Castle Bolton. That looks insane. That's like giving me my Croatia waterfall vibes. Okay, if you go to York, you've got town, you've got cafes, pubs, beautiful England Hogwarts, Diagon Alley. That's the kind of vibe it is. Then you've got the Yorkshire Dales and Aysgarth Falls. So definitely number 4, head to York. Number 5 is a very special one to me, probably because I've been like almost every year for my whole life. It's in Devon, it's North Devon, it's called Woolacombe, but it has the most beautiful beach. It is massive and the waves are big, so it's like a surfer's paradise, bodyboarding, so much fun. Cute little town as well, which we used to always go and get ice creams from, but you can go camping, you can stay in hotels, just a lovely place to spend time on the beach. The walks around there are stunning, coastal walks along the cliffs. Many a time did I spend bodyboarding. We saw the most beautiful sunset from Woolacombe up on the cliff, so I will enter some photos here. Number 6, another one on my list thanks to my sister, because then after York she moved to Oxford. Just basically telling you where my sisters lived. But she went to Oxford, so I obviously went to visit her in Oxford. We've got a bit of a lorry situation outside, so will we wait? Okay, stop beeping. Oxford is another gorgeous, gorgeous city in the UK, which would make for a fabulous staycation this summer. So obviously the city is beautiful. Again, we've got Hogwarts, Harry Potter vibes. I think even maybe some of the Harry Potter was filmed in Oxford. You can obviously see the beautiful buildings of Oxford University, beautiful little old pubs to go and sit outside in their pub gardens. There is a river as well, which you can walk along or even punt along or rent a boat. Okay, number 7 is one of my favourite places in the UK, and it's the Cotswolds. I grew up near the Cotswolds, so have many memories from there. From the Cotswolds water park near Cirencester and South Cerney, around there. I think there's like 100 and something lakes. Actually, let's check this. So there's 150 lakes. So I think the different lakes are used for different things. They have quite a few like lodge areas on lakes that you can rent out, which is really cool. They do water skiing on the lakes. You can rent out the lakes, which we used to do, and go water skiing on them. You can also go kayaking on some of the lakes. There is lots to do there. But that's just the water park. There's so much more to see in the Cotswolds as well. There's beautiful places like Stow-on-the-Wold, Bournemouth, Cirencester, Cheltenham, Broadway Tower. Castle Combe also comes up a lot, but I've never actually been there, but it is on my list. So can say that it looks pretty from pictures, but not from actual experience. There's so many places, honestly. You can just go driving one day, put your windows down, listen to your music, and just drive through all the beautiful, beautiful places in the Cotswolds. A couple of hotels that I've stayed in the Cotswolds. Number 131 in Cheltenham. Gorgeous decor, well, right in the centre of Cheltenham. Beautiful place. They have a gin and juice bar as well downstairs, so definitely recommend number 131. And then I also stayed in the Lords of the Manor Hotel in the beautiful village of Upper Slaughter, and it was stunning, like just traditional Cotswolds feel. And that's a good hotel to stay if you want more of a literally like peace from a city, or just in the middle of nowhere, just go on lots of countryside walks. Number 8, not gonna lie, a bit of a different one because I can't give you true personal experience. Well, I kind of can. I'm gonna say Scotland, right? I've got family from Scotland. I'm And when I was younger, we did do a tour around Scotland. We saw obviously Loch Ness. We went to loads of different lochs, salmon, rivers, mountains. We did do a lot, but it was quite a long time ago for me to remember. I mean, I've got wonderful memories of it. We went to visit castles as well, and I even did a Scotland project, made an actual booklet. I think I was in like year 4 or year 5, and I wasn't asked to do it at school, but I just got inspired so much from Scotland that I actually took photos, stuck them in, and wrote about each of the places. Wish I could find that. That would be very handy for this video. But what I did want to say, which I don't have experience about, is that they do like a Route 66 for Scotland, and oh my goodness me, the photos just look so incredible that I might have to book a trip this summer to go up to Scotland. I know my sister wants to go, I know one of my friends wants to go, so quite a lot of people have got it on their bucket list for this summer to stay in the UK. I'm just gonna link it down below, like a link for the Scotland Route 66, and let you see for yourself, because wow, those photos just look incredible. And it looks such a fun thing to do as well, like quite different. Number 9, another one of my favorites. So many memories there, D&V memories galore, but it's the Peak District. So it's not quite as high as the Lake District. If you are from down south, it's much easier to get to, but it is still so beautiful, just rolling countryside everywhere. And the towns around it as well, Bakewell. My lovely friends from Bakewell. I'll list some more towns here. Again, another one for escaping the city. If you are in a city and you want a bit of a change this summer, you want to get out, camp, barbecues, picnics, walks, everything like that. Number 10, I have left my all-time favourite till the end, because this place has a very, very special place in my heart. And quite disappointed that I'm not still living there, to be honest. But anyway, we moved to London for career reasons. But it's Bournemouth, beautiful Bournemouth, and the surrounding areas in Dorset. Bit of backstory, my grandparents lived near Bournemouth. I went to uni in Bournemouth, I met Will in Bournemouth, I met so many of my friends in Bournemouth, and we used to live 5 minutes walk from Bournemouth Beach, and it was the dream. And I literally pinched myself every single day because it was the most beautiful place to live. My commute, guys, used to be walking along the beach. It's got everything. It's got party, nightlife, shops, beach. Down the road, it's got sandbanks. We used to watch the sunset in sandbanks. Sandbanks is ridiculous. Research it. Houses of like 10 million plus. And then you've also got Durdle Door. Obviously stunning, we'll enter photos here. But even in normal times, on a random weekend, not even in summer, I'd go there and it would be busy. So just watch out. I've definitely queued for an hour to just try and park somewhere before around there. Bournemouth Beach is 7 miles long, so parts do get really busy, like near the pier. But if you go a little bit outwards, then you can definitely find a spot in summer to relax, sunbathe and enjoy. Oh, it's just so magical, honestly, guys. It's like being in the Mediterranean. It is basically the UK's version of the Mediterranean, or even Barcelona or something like that. There's like boats flying past, people on there, not skidoos, what they call jet ski. Is it jet ski? Yeah, jet skis. Now this summer we're going to be much more free for trips around the UK. I will 100% be heading back to Bournemouth, and you're allowed barbecues on the beach after 6 p.m. Okay, that is it for my top places to stay in the UK this summer. Let's go and embrace our own country and see what the UK has to offer. Please do leave a comment in the link down below if you have any other favourite places in the UK. It'd be great to share all these tips. I feel like we've got a great summer ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Check me out on Instagram at @girlgoingglobal. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe for more travel tips. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.